What's the difference between holding the Rugby World Cup and being rugby's lineal world champs? Well, I'd say the difference is the Rugby World Cup is the pinnacle. We all accept that, right? And it's one tournament every 4 years where you peak, and you've got to kind of take your chances through it. You've got to be a brilliant side to make it all the way through that. The lineal world title, on the other hand, is about taking your chance in the moment. So when the chance comes to take it, you grab it. And then it's about the consistency and the persistence to retain that title. So a team who keeps it for like 10 or more games, that's insane, right? You can't slip up. You can't do anything wrong. Shit, right now, England have just gone 5 games with it. That's a great piece of consistency from them. There's not many teams who are staying that winning that long. And so, whilst I love the Rugby World Cup, and I'm always going to support it as the pinnacle of the game, it works alongside things like the lineal world title, right? And so, I think what sometimes gets lost when people get kind of nervous of the Rugby World Cup being competed or out-competed by the lineal title, they're mates. They work alongside each other. They're different though, because actually that challenge of keeping it is such a tricky one. And look, let's take South Africa as an example, right? 2 World Cups in a row, fantastic teams, did it in slightly different ways. Both times they couldn't sustain their run with the Rayburn Shield beyond about 5 matches. And that's because whilst they're brilliant, they don't have the consistency to stay winning against every all-comer all the time. I'm not saying they're not number one. I would argue they are number one in the world right now. I mean, they literally are. But I also think they are the best in the world right now. But they can't keep that consistency going because it's bloody hard. And so that's where you got to celebrate the achievement that is keeping hold of it. And so England right now have gone 5 matches with the lineal world title, and that's something to celebrate. And if they could keep that going, if they could win against Argentina next week, if they could then win against the USA, you'd hope they could be up to 7 by the time they get to the autumn internationals, at which point they could be going to try and get above 10, which would be gigantic, right? Like that is a huge run. Their best ever run is 10, by the way, by their great team of 2003. So this is the kind of big difference. I mean, there's a few others as well, but this was the one that I got a really interesting message from today, which you probably saw earlier on in the video. I didn't put their name in it because I get a lot of vitriol. They don't need that. So yeah, sure.